So welcome back to another Jason FC video. Today we are doing the top 10 best transfers of the season. So let's get into it, starting with Ekitike. Of course, as a Liverpool fan, this might be kind of biased, but I think Ekitike was a great signing by Liverpool. He is the most expensive player in this video at $95 million. But as a Liverpool fan, I couldn't leave him out. Maybe I should have made him an honorable mention, which we can get to right now, because I don't really have so much to say about Ekitike. So let's start honorable mentions with Lookman. Lookman for $35 million is a January transfer window, which is allowed in this video. It's just transfer this season. I could have allowed Anthony Gordon to be in this video, but I did not want signings who have not played a game yet, because, yeah, Anthony Gordon, he might suck, like Isaac or Woods, who I'm going to make a worse transfer video, and they're probably going to be in it. So, Lookman was... So, Lookman was a nice $35 million. He's pretty nice for a type of player like Lookman, who was carrying Atalanta. I believe that's what team he was at. And so, he scored on his debut, so, no, I can't really say too much. And so, let's immediately go to Wolverine. Wolverine, the only reason he's not in the top 10 is because he is $75 million. I don't think, and this has come from someone who has Isaac, who's like $150 million, $140 million. I don't think he's worth $75 million. Maybe like $50 million, $40 million. I don't think Wolverine was worth $75 million, which is why he's not on the list. But in my defense, Ekitike I don't think was worth $95 million. He's worth like $75 million. That's very biased. Let's move on to Joe Garcia. And the thing about goalkeepers that's really interesting, you can get the best goalkeeper in the world for less than $30 million. And Joe Garcia is exactly that. But I didn't want to add a bunch of goalkeepers in this top 10 because of that reason. I don't know if it would be that interesting if we just had 6 of the top 10 goalkeepers. So I decided that Joe Garcia was the second best goalkeeper that was signed this window. The first best you see in the top 10. I don't want to add any more. So let's go on to what y'all wanted to actually see. And that is the top 10. We already did Ekitike. I'll go over it again. That would be about 20 minutes of me ranting about Ekitike. So let's just move on to Mbeumo. Mbeumo, I think $75 million for him was a bit much. But he is a great player. I've only watched him like maybe one time, and I don't remember much from that time. I know he won a Player of the Month award, which I actually have in my club. And also, why does he wear 19? And so, and he's one of a few, actually, there's 2 Manchester United players in this starting in this 11. He's one of them. And you're about to see the next one right now, which is Cunha. And the thing about, I think, the reason why I put Cunha past Mbeumo, because they could have been either way. I could have flipped them either way, because they both were worth $75 million. And I don't watch Manchester United much, so as a Manchester United fan, y'all could have possibly flipped them around. I just think Cunha, I watched him a lot. Because I watched like the first few Manchester. Because when I watched it, it was mainly like the first start of the season. That's when Cunha really had its thing. So, I think Cunha is above Mbeumo for me. But if you're a Manchester United fan, tell me in the comments how much badly I did on if they should have been flipped or not. So, I think let's stop talking about Manchester United players at this point. And let's move on to Donnarumma, the second goalkeeper in this video after Joe Garcia. And the reason why I had to add Donnarumma is because he's the best goalkeeper in the world. And for $30 million, that is an absolute steal for Donnarumma. Like, goalkeepers are ranked so low on the chopping board. $30 million is so low. I don't know why some teams haven't just gotten the best goalkeeper in the world. Like, most teams could have afforded Donnarumma. And so let's move on to Rashford, which is the only person who is a loanee in this video. He's the only person on this list that is from a loan. And I think the loan is mainly, I watched his free kick against, I believe, Real Madrid. Yeah, it was Real Madrid. And it was beautiful. And I believe he has, like, the most goals and assists in Barcelona. For trying, his Manchester United days sucked at the end. To move to Aston Villa and kind of suck. To go to Barcelona and be amazing is just the most surprising thing ever. And so that's why he gets top 6 for me. But now it's heading to the top 5. Where we have Guehi. Guehi is the cheapest person on this list. $23 million for Guehi. In my opinion, one of the best Premier League center backs right now, other than Arsenal center backs and Liverpool center backs. Liverpool does not have a good center. Why am I talking about Liverpool center backs? Liverpool needed to get here, which kind of sucks that Manchester United got him. But let's move on, because he makes the top 5 because of that price. But one of his teammates, who signed in January, Semenyo, gets ahead. Also someone who is going to be in the January transfer window. I believe Guehi was also in the January transfer. Yeah, he was also in the January transfer. And this was such a steal for Manchester City. I believe he scored on his debut. I could be wrong about that. You can complain about that all you want. I believe he scored on his debut, just like Lookman. But could be wrong about that. And that's why I think it's time to move into the final 3. Starting with João Pedro. João Pedro could have definitely been farther down on this list, but being the main man at Chelsea with a losing season, I believe they got 9th, still banging in like 15 goals is nuts. I don't know the exact amount. I didn't study for this video whatsoever. I should have done that, but being the main man at Chelsea, I mean, it's sad that he didn't get picked to the World Cup. But you have to let Ronaldo go at any chance. I mean, not Ronaldo. Neymar go at any chance you got. But the thing is, I don't really think anything about Neymar being selected instead of João Pedro. Because I don't understand why João Pedro wasn't voted. There were some people from the Brazilian league that sucked who got voted. Voted. I don't know why everybody's like, Neymar's the only reason João Pedro didn't come, and blah, blah, blah. I don't think that makes sense. I don't know why João Pedro didn't go. But, it's okay. Now let's go to the final 2. And you should already be able to guess the final 2. And starting with Luis Diaz. Which means you should probably know. I mean, the thumbnail for this video has the first placer. But, so if you just look at the thumbnail, you'll know who got first. But Luis Diaz is $70 million. I haven't been saying prices. That sucks. Well, João Pedro is $63 million. Semenyo was $72 million. But Luis Diaz for $70 million for 51 goal contributions. Why did Liverpool sell him? Slot, you suck. I'm glad you've been sacked this season. Why sell Luis Diaz in his prime? Don't understand it. I will support Bayern. I've been supporting Bayern ever since Luis Diaz has been there. First place, if you didn't guess already or didn't look at the thumbnail, is obviously Turkey. 35 million for one of the best players, in my opinion, at Manchester United is absolutely nuts. And I wish we had someone like that at our Liverpool team. We don't. You better be trying to get Elise. So, I think Turkey, no one should have problems with me putting Turkey first. Because he's obviously, maybe Luis Diaz is ahead of him. But the price tag between Turkey and Luis Diaz is so steep. 35 million different. Turkey's half of the price of Luis Diaz, which is the real reason why he's ahead of you. If Luis Diaz was a bit cheaper, like maybe 50 or 60 million, he would have this first place spot. The cheapness of Turkey is the real reason why he is taking this first spot. So, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.